Good morning. I'm reading from the Apocrypha today. It's October 1st, 2024. And the book I'm reading from today is Bel and the Snake. And I would first like to read this at the bottom to give better clarification of what this book is from. And this translation is based on the Theodotion's edition, which displaced the older Septuagint edition in the usage of the Christian church by the late 3rd century. Okay. I'm going to read this part from Bel and the Snake. It's only one chapter, and so I'm going to go to verse 23 and start, in which it's headlined, "A Living God?" Now there was a big snake that the Babylonians worshipped. The king said to Daniel, "You can't say that this one isn't a living God, so worship it." Daniel said, "I will keep worshiping the Lord my God, because he is a king, he is a living God. But your majesty, just give me permission and I'll kill the snake without using a word or stick." The king said, "I give you permission." Then Daniel took tar and cooking grease and hair. He boiled them down, made patties, and put them into the snake's mouth. The snake swallowed them and burst open. Daniel said, "Look at that. Look at what you have been worshipping." When the Babylonians heard what happened, they were very angry. They came together as a mob and started toward the king, saying, "The king has become a Jew. He's torn down Bel, killed the snake, and murdered the priests." When they reached the king, they said, "Hand Daniel over to us. If you don't, we'll kill you and your family." The king saw that he was in a bind and was forced to hand Daniel over to them. They threw Daniel into a pit of lions. He was there for 6 days. There were 7 lions in the pit. Usually they were fed 2 bodies and 2 sheep daily, but now they were fed nothing so that they would devour Daniel. At the same time, the prophet Habakkuk was in Judah. He had boiled a stew, put some bread in a bowl, and was carrying it to the people harvesting the field. But the Lord's angel said to Habakkuk, "Take this lunch to Babylon to Daniel in the lion's pit." Habakkuk said, "Lord, I've never seen Babylon, and I'm not familiar with the pit." So the Lord's angels lifted Habakkuk by his hair and brought him in a rush of wind to Babylon, right above the pit. Habakkuk yelled, "Daniel, Daniel, take this lunch that God has sent to you." And Daniel said, "God, you remembered me. You don't abandon the people who you love and who love you." Let's see, you don't abandon the people who love you. Daniel got up and ate, while God's angels took Habakkuk instantly back to his own place. On the 7th day, the king came to the pit to grieve for Daniel. He looked in, and there was Daniel sitting there. Then the king shouted out loud, "You are great, Lord, Daniel's God. There is no other but you." He pulled Daniel out, but he threw the ones who had planned Daniel's destruction into the pit, and they were eaten instantly right in front of him. That's how God works.